porque senão tem nice evening. The sky is clear. The sun is shining. And the bay is blue. It's very beautiful. I wish we could do it outside, but it's too hot. And you'd put you from Chicago, too jealous. Not only from Chicago, but from London as well. Wherever. What else can I say?
Okay, it's time, Shivaka.
And then let's take advantage that we are in Shiva, in Navaratri mode. Let's chant for the Divine Mother, because that's the mother Roberta has nowadays. Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati Sai Jagamata. Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati Sai Jagamata. Sai Jagamata Mam Pahi Jagamata. Sai Jagamata Mam Pahi Jagamata. Sai Jagamata Mam Pahi Jagamata. Jai 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 Durga Lakshmi Saraswati Jai Jagamata. Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati Jai Jagamata. Jai Jagamata Mam Pahi 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 Jagannatha, Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Jai Jagannatha, Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Jai Jagannatha, Jai Jagannatha, Pahi Jagannatha, Jai Jagannatha, Pahi Jagannatha, Jai Jagannatha, Pahi Jagannatha, Jai Jagannatha, Pahi Jagannatha, Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Jai Jagannatha, Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Jai Jagannatha, Jai Jagannatha. I thank you very, very much, all of you that came to celebrate this date that is so very important to us. Time really goes very fast. And in this passing of times, 35 years have passed already. This morning, very early in the morning, I was thinking about this. It's so amazing how the time goes fast. And, you know, we all come for a purpose in life. For a specific, I believe, for a specific, you know, mission in life. But many of us get lost, so lost to the point that we don't know why we're here for. We try to follow so many paths, and life keeps on taking us to the path that it feels will be better for us to learn the purpose of our missions here. But we keep on fighting. I say that because it seems to me that Roberta never lost that purpose for what she was supposed to do in life. And if it was given to her less than 15 years, she would be completing 15 years on February 26th. So she was almost 15 years. However, thinking about her life, thinking about how, you know, serious she was with everything that she was supposed to do. Even if it was to wash some dishes, she would be there washing that dish with so much care. Everything that you asked her to do, she'd be very serious about that. Her homework sometimes was not even right, but she did. And then it was difficult for me to convince her that we should do again. So she put that commitment in her practice, in her yoga practice. She put that commitment. And honestly, she was not exercising person, but yoga she would do with such a dedication. Would do even for her, by herself, even by herself. She would be using yoga in her daily life when she needs, you know, a flu was coming or a cold was coming, or she feels something and knows she would know what to do. So then I was thinking this morning, she brought me this mission because if it wasn't because of her, I perhaps would not be right here now with all of you. I perhaps would not be so committed to yoga for the special child if this wasn't have lovely memory, honoring what I promised to her when so attached and I didn't want to let it go. And then finally, when I understood that her mission was kind of done while mine was just beginning. And when I told her that she could leave, I would honor, I would never stop working with the kids with the special needs. She could leave and feel, at peace, because I would be carrying it along my whole life. That's when she left. So she came with that purpose of preparing us for this kind of mission I have nowadays. I was, Renata the other day brought many of very old photos, her and when they were children, and I was looking for photographs that people would be, taking of me during programs, during classes, during celebrations. And Roberta almost wasn't in none of them. I got to one when she was also baptized in yoga, because she was baptized, and Renata too, in the Catholic Church. It's cultural in Brazil. But I wanted that she would be also in yoga, because that was her passion, her dedication to. And the only photo I could see was from behind, so that long blonde hair on her, coming down through her shoulders and the middle of her back. That's the only one. Renata was in awe, because when you talk about taking picture, Roberta, like teenagers, don't take a picture, I don't want a picture. She was like that, but she would allow take pictures of her when she was doing yoga, when she was doing asana, in yoga presentation. Then she would not mind, you can take. She would even pose for that, but on the regular basis, she didn't like it much pictures. I don't have many pictures of her from Renata, so many, because when someone was picturing me, Renata would come and stay next to me for taking a picture with me. And Roberta would be just playing somewhere here and there with or talking with a group of adults the way she liked it. And now this I was remembering today when I woke up 4:15 more or less in the morning, and meditating how this would come, because that point is kind of when she passed away a little bit before midnight, and I wasn't at 4:15. I was already, acting and preparing her and all these things. So, and I was also remembering that we are in the Navaratri, and I was so grateful because she has a Divine Mother taking care of her. But I feel her so alive, because all this work, and this conference is in such a good time, because since yesterday, I am feeling very moved, very, very happy at the same time. And dedicating everything to her, saying, I can't believe she passed away almost 35 years ago, or 35 years ago, actually. And she's everywhere. So I was looking the work you guys are doing, and this morning also was so beautiful, seeing all the works that you are doing around the world, just because of this method. And this method exists just because of her. It's not because of me, it's because of her. And I feel really, really grateful about this. Absolutely grateful. And a big responsibility, to take care of this method, to, prepare my teachers to be doing this amazing job that you are doing. Sometimes I feel like my mission is also accomplished when I see all of you doing this outstanding job with the kids. I see her in each child, and I see me in each one of you. I think that I am very well cloned. You are definitely my arms and hands and feet and legs doing this amazing job. So it is time to celebrate a life that was so rich, though so short. And that's why I like to celebrate Hema Samadhi, and I like to celebrate the day of her birthday. Kathy Randolph, I think, is one of my oldest, teachers, one of the first ones that I have prepared. Do you have anything to say, Kathy?
Sorry, Shivakami. I think Kathy is not here. The next one will be Sherry LeBlanc.
Okay. So Renata, you are my older teacher. So young, but you are the first one I have prepared. So
Oh, I don't know. I feel very grateful for. Oh, Kathy is here. Never mind. Kathy is here. I'm gonna let Kathy talk first. Go ahead, Kathy. I didn't see her on camera. Well, she can't talk. Wait a second. I'm sorry.
she cannot talk. Why?
Because she's not a co-host. There we go.
She has what?
Don't worry. She can talk now.
Okay, go ahead, Kathy.
Thank you. It's been an honor and a pleasure, and it has completely changed my life. I was a tax accountant, so I was wandering around in a gray suit with my briefcase full of Sirius, selling bad news for a living. And I saw this little tiny ad in the back of Yoga Journal, itsy bitsy little thing, for a book called Yoga for the Special Child. And because of what yoga had done for me in my own life, I knew it would work. And I showed it to my teacher, Lisa Dahlberg, and she looked at that itsy bitsy little ad and she said, "You have to do this." So I ordered the book. And when the book came, there was a little brochure in it. And it had dates of trainings in the United States. And the last one had just happened. So I called on a Sunday because I was down at the office working. And I knew if I waited till Monday, I would never make that call because I would get busy. And so I called And Jeff answered the phone. And by the time I hung up the phone, I had signed up for the part 1 a year later in Homer, Alaska. And I never looked back.
Yes, I remember that. Alaska.
By the time I showed up in Alaska, since where I was teaching was not going to probably work for a whole bunch of small children with special needs, so we had opened a yoga center. And then I went to Alaska and got trained. And when I came back, the first message on my answering machine was Marsha O'Malley. And 2 days later, I taught Ian Zahner.
And then you began teaching it.
Yep, 2 days later, Ian was my first student.
Yeah. I remember to have told Kathy, you are gonna back and someone is gonna to look for you to work with. Remember that?
Yes, and I just thought it was woo-woo talk. And then I climbed on the plane from Alaska. I fly to Reno. I go home. I play my answering machine. That's back when they had little tapes. And the first message on my answering machine was Marsha O'Malley. And she said, I have had the flyer from your yoga center sitting on my kitchen counter for 6 months. And I just opened it up and saw that next week you're going to start teaching yoga for the special child. Is this Sonia Sumar's work? I've read her book. So 2 days later, I started teaching Ian.
And
I still
today
thought it
he
was
is
woo-woo
a
talk,
man.
though.
Today he's a man.
Oh yeah, he's graduated from college. He's doing a 3rd year in performance art.
Amazing. Really amazing. Renata was saying something.
Yeah, I was saying that
Kathy.
I just feel that I'm so lucky. I'm so fortunate to be born in the family that I was and to be guided to my dharma, to what I really like to do. And I always liked kids, and when I was little, I used to say that I wanted to become a pediatrician and I want to work with kids. And I guess my path took me to it in a different way, and I ended up as a speech pathologist. And then I ended up as just a yoga teacher, and I'm really, really happy. And I don't think that nothing of this would happen if Roberta wasn't there. I think my sister was the inspiration even without me noticing. I had no idea that she had such empowerment on me, and it did, because this is what I love to do. Like, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I fell asleep on chairs, deep relaxation, but I feel amazing, like, and listening and seeing everything that we saw this morning and yesterday, and seeing how yoga has touched so many lives and how those kids can be really a better version of themselves, just goes back to the unconditional love that I had to learn to have because my sister was no longer with me. And that love that transpassed to every child that I work with. When I'm working with John, I see her soul in there. When I'm working with any child that I touch for the very first time, I'm seeing my sister's souls in there, like her presence, her vibrations, her energy, her love. And that is what guides me into believing that I can work with that kid. So I feel very grateful. I miss her, and I keep sometimes in my head wondering, what if she was here? What if she had been seeing even this conference? And I know kids that were there when my sister was alive, and they're still alive, and I see how they are, and it's just amazing to see. And then I'm grateful for yoga in the sense that teaches me that things have their time, that everyone has their missions, and they have the time to accomplish their missions. And it doesn't matter the length of that mission. What it matters is how well they accomplish it. And yoga teaches us that every day. And for all of that, I'm very grateful. I couldn't be another way. I'm just grateful.
So beautiful, so beautiful. You know, if you haven't seen the this morning, group from India of teachers that have been preparing student programs for teaching to kids. So people from everywhere, from Goa, Coimbatore, from anyways, from everywhere teaching yoga, even in schools in India, applying yoga for the special child method. And they were talking about the improvements of those children. I so suggest you, if you were not here in the morning, to try to see that video, that part of the conference, because it was so beautiful, seeing all those teachers in India in action as well. Cheryl Albright is another teacher that have been with us for a long time. So Cheryl, would you like to say something? Sherry Albright, no, Sherry LeBlanc, sorry. Sherry LeBlanc.
Am I muted or unmuted?
We can all hear you. I am with you.
Okay. Oh, I'm so mellow and peaceful and so happy. I've been to many satsangs for Roberta. I started studying with Shivakami January 2004 in Evanston, Chicago, but that's fine. I come from Toronto. I could handle the weather. I've been teaching yoga to children for several years and started a little bit to work with children with special needs. And somewhere along the line, I discovered Sonia Sumar. And I went to take a program with her. I was kind of cynical. Everyone was always talking about the spiritual aspects of yoga. I wasn't seeing it. And then I met Shivakami, and that was it. I thought, okay, this is the real deal. And just like Kathy, I ended up on this path. I wasn't expecting to. And I love teaching yoga to children, and particularly yoga to children with special needs. They're like my pals, and especially during this time, during the pandemic. You know, we see each other and we just make each other's day. We're so happy to see each other. So I'm very grateful to Shivakami and to Hanada. It's like a family, well, to everyone in the family. And thank you so much for everything that you do, Shivakami and Hanata, and thank you so much for what you've given to me.
Thank you. All right, Cheryl Albright. She doesn't teach programs, but she's doing an amazing work here in Sarasota. And
let me put in headphones.
she has experience. She has a brother with the autism, like she told you during her talk.
I was taking a break from things in my ear, sorry. Yeah, I remember I was working at a school for children that had disabilities, and
In New York?
it was in New York.
Yeah.
And I remember going, now what? Like, what am I? Okay. I got my OT degree. That's fine. I have a job. Okay, great. I was able to get a house. Okay, awesome. But it was always like, okay, now what? And I knew nothing about yoga, nothing, nada. And your ad was it was a small ad in the back of, I think it was Advanced. It's online now, but
Magazine.
it was an OT magazine.
Yeah.
Very tiny ad. And I was like, ooh, okay.
What we could pay for.
I just remember going, okay, a week in Florida sounds good. Like, I've got the summer off. Why not? Like, I didn't even, yoga for the special time. Okay. But I remember walking in going,
Did you already know Jared?
no, I hadn't met Jeremy yet. And I remember I was so confused after the first part one, other than my physical body was starting to feel better. And so I was like, oh, there's something to this. But I remember being so confused because you and Renata would talk in English, and then you would switch to Portuguese. And then there's other people talking yoga words I had never heard before, much less what a mantra was. And I just remember being kind of like frozen by the end and was like, I don't even know what just happened. So I went home and I was like, okay, well, I feel better after 1 week. I should probably just keep doing this, not with any intention to teach or do anything. So I had the summer off, and it was like I had a glimpse of retirement. I would get up and run with my dog and do yoga and play in the garden, and kind of like what Kathy does now. And was like, oh, there's something to this. I wonder when the next training is. And so I went and looked, and I was like, ooh, Reno, that sounds like a fun place to travel. And I hopped on a plane, and then I just kept coming back going, give me a year. I'll be back. And then I would just take little chunks at a time. Completely changed what and now what got solved. I had no expectations. I didn't know anything about business. I didn't know. I sometimes didn't feel like I knew what I was doing as a therapist either. And it was able to give me some sort of direction as to what I should be doing. I always knew I had to advocate for my brother. That was always in the back of my head. That at some point I would have to step up and do that. But it also reconfirmed that we're all just people, and there's a soul in there, and that people should be treated accordingly. And I think that's the biggest. It was like, oh, there's a bunch of people that feel this way too. I thought I was just the crazy one running around going, oh. So I was forever grateful. And Renata was actually the first special needs sibling I had ever met. I knew there had to be others out there, but it took me until I was like in my 20s to find them. I had no idea. And it was difficult. Like nobody else got it. And even though our upbringings were completely different, the similarities are still the same as far as the sibling piece. And I think I've always kind of felt connected to that. So I'm forever grateful, and grateful that if I show up anywhere in the planet now and I'm stranded, there's somebody I can pick up the phone and call. It's a tribe, it's a family. It's a place where you belong, and it doesn't matter your ability. And that's what I am hugely grateful for.
What do you think that when you asked me about the name for your place, I said soul to soul.
Okay, done. Sign the paperwork.
To reinforce that. She did. Is she did there? Yeah, there she is. Thank you very much.
I'm unmuted. I was thinking about the celebration today, and it kept on coming back to my mind, this sense of purity. Every time I think about Roberta, I have this really strong sense of purity that comes as a feeling, and an incredible admiration and appreciation for that purity, because it really does take someone with incredible purity and complete alignment to be able to carry out the mission for such a short period of time, but so impactful. So it really is quite like one of a kind. It really is rarely found. And when you're part of it, even though I've never met Roberta, but it really feels like I kind of know her as if she's also my sister. Just because of Renata feels like a sister, and you feel like a mom, so it almost feels like Roberta is also a sister. And I have this really strong love and connection and real appreciation for her, for that sense of purity. And whenever I think of her, I always think like, wow, so pure, so and so incredibly powerful, and I'm always mesmerized by it. So and that somehow it gives me strength to also keep on going. Knowing you, Shivakami, knowing Renata, and knowing the community and the Sangha, but it really, every now and again, it really hits me is this incredible, gigantic light that turned up on this planet and, left within a click of a finger. Somehow it gives me strength to find that purity and to keep going and to keep doing and to keep serving and to keep discovering more and more and to continue on that endless process of humbling and humbling and humbling and humbling and taking the I out of the equation completely. So I'm, as like everyone else said, incredibly grateful. And just like all the other teachers, I've never thought I'll be on this path. It was never even neither in my direct nor my peripheral vision. I had no idea. But I would not change a single moment, a single breath, a single second of it. And no thanks to Roberta. So forever grateful, really, truly forever grateful.
Thank you, Shri. Thank you. Jaya is there, but Jaya also is someone that follows yoga for the special child for quite a while. Is she here?
Jaya is here, so is Shanti.
Jaya?
Yeah.
Okay, you have anything to say?
Yeah, I came into the family first time Shivakami came to London, and I was working with babies in intensive care in the hospital. And yeah, you just landed on my path. I never for 1 minute thought I would continue training to become a yoga teacher. I had been doing yoga, but not practicing yoga. The yoga I was doing was a physical exercise class. And then I discovered yoga. And again, it changed my life too. I think we're all put on this world, like you said, for a reason, and my reason was the direction of babies and also children. But it seems that many babies land in my path, and that's again thanks to you, Roberta. I just feel very grateful and very honoured to be a part of this journey, and very honoured to have had you as a guru for so many years. Thank you.
Yeah, Jaya was very young too. Wasn't even married yet. Shanti.
Well, I feel almost like I'm not sure what to say because so many people have said what I am already feeling and thinking. And I think that that is the proof that this is true. Because when something's true, you hear it again and again in different ways. And just like Sri Devi said, and probably like many of us feel, I feel that I have known Roberta just from hearing about her and the legacy that she has had on all of us, the way that she's touched all of us. And what a message in these days when we can't actually put our hands on people, that she can touch us without her physical body. I don't know if you know this, but I was born almost 4 months to the day before Roberta left her body. And in some ways, I think maybe she was preparing me before, from Brazil to the US to be on this path, because like a lot of everyone else has said, I was not prepared to be on this path. I had no idea that I was going to do this. And it was my mother who encouraged me to do this. And a mother of one of Shiva Kami's students who encouraged my mother to encourage me to do this. And so what a wonderful way to celebrate the Divine Mother, that all these mothers have come together and led me to this path, to be of service and to really change my life. So I'm so grateful to all of you, and especially to Roberta for everything that she has done for me and the path that she has lit and that I walk now. So thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So I am not going to be talking of mentioning names. For example, I would like to hear about our office, Maria or Dana. Do you have anything to say? So a viewpoint, a completely different point of view, huh? Because they don't teach, they work the opposite.
I do have a lot to say, actually. First, I'm grateful because you, Renata, and Roberta crossed my my path. I feel like it was meant to be, even though I don't teach, even though I have so much to learn. I just answer emails from the office. I feel like I'm a cheater, you know, getting all these benefits from this world that it's just open to me. I feel like I'm only, right now I'm taken, you know, and one day I will give back. But it was meant to be. It changed my life. It healed me in so many ways. It showed me a different path. I was always looking for my spiritual side, and it's like this is what I was looking for. So thank you, Renata, for your friendship. Thank you, Sonia, for making me part of this world that is amazing, and thank you for this beautiful, beautiful family.
Thank you, Maria. Dana, are you there?
Yes, hello everyone. Just like everyone else has said, I'm so grateful that I came across this at a time when I wasn't looking for anything. And I'm actually very jealous of all of you. I'm sitting here listening, and I'm jealous that you all know and are on this path. And I still feel sometimes like Shiva Kami knows, I'm still pushing the door closed a little bit, even though she's blown it wide open. I'm still learning my lessons, and I'm still grateful to be helping all of you on this journey through whatever I can do in the office to help Renata and Maria and Shivakami and Kathy for all of her work that she's helped behind the scenes on things. And so it all started with the seed that was planted. Roberta and I, you know, were the same age. I was born less than a month before her. And so it is a privilege to be part of this family, and I appreciate it. And always working, always trying to figure out the next step, and grateful to be with all of you and hear your stories. So thank you.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you. See, you are all my kids. Anyone else who'd like to talk? I think people from Europe, most of them perhaps not there, but here, the United States, there are so many still. I don't think you have any.
They're falling asleep in Europe. If anyone wants to say anything, just raise your hand like this and I can unmute you.
Yes, because I'm not gonna say the name of anyone anymore. Come on. Is Roshini there now?
Yeah. Laura, Shakti, go ahead. Yeah.
Shakti, okay.
Hi, everyone. Just obviously having not met Roberta, but you do feel like you've met her when you hear all the stories and that she's around, she's here with us. And I found yoga through the special child thanks to Sri Devi, meeting Sri Devi and her asking me to cover Mahadevi and then to do part one. And yeah, just like everyone else, changed my life so much for the better. Like I was, I would say I was pretty lost before that. So I'd been in India, and I'd always been drawn to that spiritual yoga, not the yoga, just the gyms and everything. And now when you walk into Mahadevi, you see the kids getting to know each other, having group classes. It's just growing. It's a seed that's really blossoming. And I can imagine Roberta coming in just having a great time. And that's what the kids do. It's just like Sherry said earlier, the kids become like your friends, and you get this amazing bond. And yeah, it's like nothing else really. And yeah, you can't, I don't think, not a lot of people understand. And this is our family. We have that blessing. So yeah, it's amazing to be here and celebrating Roberta. And thank you, Roberta, Shivakami, Renata, Sri Devi, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Is Lakshmi around or still busy with the videos?
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I'm sure that if Lakshmi was here, she would wanna share something, but she's doing an amazing, incredible background work. She's putting together all of videos, and I have last minute videos all the time coming. And I promise her that it's not gonna be any more, but and so her heart is here with us, and she is doing the thing. But I have a little surprise for you, Shivakami.
Roshini is here?
No, I have another surprise for you.
You.
You don't see anyone on your screen? Wait a second. You don't see anyone on your screen besides you and Laura?
I see Fadi.
Yeah.
Fadi.
You have someone all the way from Australia.
Fadi, are you my surprise? Is very good. Always good.
Can you hear me, Shivakami?
Okay. What time
All
is
right.
Australia? What time is in Australia now?
It's just after 8:30 on Sunday morning. So
You slept today. Very good.
yes. I would just like to say that for the anniversary for your daughter Roberta, that so after I did the first course of yours in Japan, it really changed my attitude and the way that I looked at people with special needs. Before that, I didn't really even think about it. But now I look at children with special needs. If I see somebody, I kind of get excited and I feel like it's a privilege to be in their presence, like I can learn something. I get very excited. So that was something that I totally didn't expect that would happen. So thank you very much for that. And I can't imagine what it would have been like for you in the past to fight for a voice for these children, because I think you grew up in a time where these children, they didn't have a voice. So I think I take it for granted in life now. But thank you so much. I think you've helped. I can't imagine the number of people that you've helped. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Fatih. Thank you. But you, I think our program, first one was in Australia, right?
I didn't attend that. I came to visit, yes, in Australia, but I didn't attend the course. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Fatih. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who else would you like to speak?
I don't understand what you said, but we have 5 more minutes, Shivakami. So if you want to do closings, I think it's time for it.
So let's end our satsanga with some slokas and a fire wave, okay? A fire wave. Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Santir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pasyantu Makasti Dukhavarvade Om Asatoma Satnamaya Asoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormaham Vitam Gamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yena vacha manasendriya Shudhyatmana prakate swabhavat Karomi adyat sakalam parasmai Gururvarayeti samarpayami Om Antarjyotir Bahirjyotir Pratyakjyotir Paratparaha Jyotir Jyotir Swayam Jyotir Atma Jyotir Shigosmyaham Atma Jyotir Manor Jyotir Jyotish Papasyati Sabahya Bhyantara Jyotir Sa Jyotir Shivamuchate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. If you feel like you can bring the light towards you with using both hands, I'm directing the light just right to your heart. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Jai Shri Satguru Sachidananda Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai, my young, your names and forms.
Jai.
Jai Guru Shivananda Ji.
Jai.
Jai Roberta. Om
Jai.
The Divine Mother blesses all of you with the good health, protection, love, and light. Om Shanti Om. And thank you again for coming.
Shanti, thank you all for coming. Remember, tomorrow we start really early in the morning, at least for the United States, with an amazing talk about Ayurveda and how to eat healthy and how to help your child with special needs to eat healthy. So I wouldn't miss if I were you.
Om Shanti Om. Much